Hello and welcome to another lesson. My name is Mr. Luther. In case you've never had me before or maybe you forgot all about me, I am a prevention specialist at Chestnut Health. And what we're going to be talking about today is, of course, peer pressure. So, first question I have is what is a peer? A peer is someone that is close to your own age or who is your own age. So, for example, a friend would be a peer, your classmates would be your peers, but parents, guardians, teachers, they are not your peers. So when we talk about peer pressure, we're talking about friends and classmates. The next question, of course, is what is peer pressure? So peer pressure is when someone around your own age tries to get you to do something you don't want to do or something you know you shouldn't do. I always want you guys to remember your peers should not be in control of your decisions. You should be in control of your decisions. So, when we're talking about peer pressure, everybody's going to have to deal with peer pressure at some point in time. So, I always ask, how can you refuse peer pressure? How do you deal with peer pressure, right? We're going to learn different ways to deal with peer pressure. And when we talk about peer pressure, I always ask, what is a strategy? What is another word for strategy? Yes, a strategy is a plan. So, what we're doing right now is we're thinking of different strategies or different plans to deal with peer pressure. And we're going to learn 9 different peer pressure refusal strategies. Hopefully, these will help you or if you are in an uncomfortable situation. So the first one is steer clear. What this means is, if possible, avoid the situation, right? If you know of an area that has trouble, do not go there. For example, if there is a house where the kids are always vaping at or drinking at, just don't go to that house, right? If you know that there's a certain area in the neighborhood that people are always getting in trouble, do not go there if possible, right? So that's steer clear. Next one is to walk away. This means if you're in a dangerous or you're in an unpleasant situation, go to a safer place, right? If you are at that house, you notice kids are vaping, kids are drinking, and you don't want to get pressured into doing it, walk away. Maybe go back to your own house if you can, go to a friend's house, go someplace safe. Do not try and debate or argue with anybody. Simply walk away. There's no need to debate with them. Next one is a better idea. And I always say this one works very well with a friend because what you're going to do is you're going to think of a better idea. What else could you be doing? Somebody asks you to, after school, everybody's going to this friend's house and there's going to be drinking, vaping there, anything bad. Tell your friend, hey, you know what? Instead of going to that house, why don't you come to my house? We'll play video games. We'll play basketball. It's like a good to use it with a friend because that way you are not getting in trouble and your friend's not getting in trouble. You're helping your friend out. Instead of going to that party, let's just go back to my house and play video games. Say no. This is a classic one, right? There are many different ways to say no. Everybody knows how to say no, right? No way, no thanks, I'm not interested, not today. Now, one thing with this is to make sure you use your assertive speaking voice. So, quick review on assertive speaking. It means to stand tall, speak up, look them in the eye, right? Use your assertive speaking voice. Make an excuse, right? Make an excuse doesn't necessarily mean lie. It means there's always something else you could be doing, right? After school, instead of going to a place you know you're going to get in trouble, you can say something along the lines of, um, I have to go home right after school. I have to let my dog out. I have to babysit my little brother. Mom says I have to be home right away after school. I have chores to do, right? Think of something, right? Now with this, make it believable though, somewhat believable in the sense that if you don't have a little brother or a little sister, don't say you have to babysit your little brother or little sister, right? Your friends are going to know. If you don't have a dog, don't say I have to let my dog out or I have to feed the cat, right? But there's always something else you could be doing. I need a babysitter as an example, right? Like I said, remember to make your excuses believable. So then there's broken record. Broken record is when you repeat yourself over and over again, right? Somebody wants you to cheat on a test, you say, I don't cheat, right? Come on, everybody cheats on tests. I don't cheat, right? You just keep repeating yourself over and over, right? Again, with this one, make sure you use assertive speaking voice, right? Just like saying no, and just like almost all of these, use your assertive speaking voice, right? And then there's ignore, all right? Ignore is very simple, right? Someone's pressuring you into doing something. You just pretend you can't see them, you can't hear them, right? You don't look at that person, you don't try to debate with that person, right? Eventually, do not look at them or engage them in any way. Eventually, they will get the hint, right? And they'll give up trying to pressure you. Then there's state the facts. State the facts is where you tell the person who's pressuring you the possible consequences of that decision. For example, if somebody's trying to get you to cheat on a test, you could say, you know what, if I get caught cheating on a test, I could get a detention or a 0 on the test, right? If I get caught cheating on a test, my mom, dad, whoever, they're going to find out and I'm going to get in trouble at home, right? Those are the consequences. That's you stating the facts of why you're not going to do that. If you get caught vaping, you get in trouble with a parent, right? That's stating the facts. Then there's reverse the pressure. Reverse the pressure is another one that I like to use with a friend, right? Reverse the pressure is where you ask your friend, why are you pressuring me, right? A friend tries to get you to drink alcohol, right? A real friend would not do that. A real friend would not pressure you into drinking alcohol, right? A real friend would not want me to get in trouble. So that's reversing the pressure. All right, so we're going to do a quick review, right? Are teachers your peers? Give you a couple seconds to answer that. And of course, no, peers are someone your own age or close to your own age. Next question. Should peers be in control of your decisions? Couple seconds to answer that one. I think you guys know this. No, you should be in control of your decisions, not your peers, right? That's why we're working on refusing peer pressure. So you are making the decisions. All right. Another thing we're going to talk about is peer influence, right? Sometimes the pressure does not come directly from our peers pressuring us, but from us mimicking their actions. For example, in sixth grade, we talk about a kid overhearing his peers talking about for the pep rally, they are going to paint their faces, right? And so he doesn't think it's a good idea. But he wants to go along with them. So the night before or that morning, he paints his face for the pep rally, right? Goes in and realizes no other kid painted their face, right? And the only reason he did it, there wasn't direct pressure from anybody. Nobody came up to him or her and said, hey, you should paint your face. He just overheard somebody and he wanted to fit in, right? Another story I tell in seventh grade is there's a story about how a kid named Jason, or whatever name I chose in your class, he spends a lot of time picking out a bracelet for his friend Emma, right? And he's wrapping the gift, and another friend comes over and says, oh man, you got her this great bracelet. She's going to love it. Everybody else just got her a gift card, though, right? You're the only person that actually got her a gift that she's going to unwrap. So he gets nervous about it and he decides, you know what, I'm going to take back the bracelet and I'm just going to get her a gift card instead, right? That's pure influence, right? Nobody directly pressured him, right? Nobody said, that you needed to get her a gift card. In fact, the friend that came over said that she would love the gift, right? So that's pure influence. So if our peers can influence us in this way, it's a good idea to make sure we find healthy qualities to look for in a friend, right? That's going to be positive influence on us. So some healthy qualities to look for. Uh, See if somebody's a good listener. See if they're generous, they're honest, friendly, dependable. I'm sure you guys can think of plenty of them. If they're kind, um, if they are nice to me, right? These are the qualities you want to look for in a friend. These are healthy qualities, right? And then what qualities do you want to avoid? Those are the unhealthy qualities. So somebody who's rude, somebody who gossips, someone who bullies, lies, cheats, steals. These are the qualities you want to avoid when looking for friends. So now we're going to do little quizzes. I have quizzes for 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade because I'm sending this out to everybody, so I'm not sure what grade you're in when you're reading this. But these are the questions for the 6th grade quiz. First, what is a peer? Feel free to write these down if you want. Next, what is peer pressure? True or false? Make an excuse is a peer pressure refusal strategy. True or false? Teachers are your peers. All right, and this is the 7th grade quiz. All you 7th graders out there. What is peer pressure? How would you define peer pressure? I want you to name 3 peer pressure refusal strategies. Name 3 healthy qualities to look for in a friend. And then, of course, name 3 unhealthy qualities to avoid in a friend. And for 8th graders, just 2 statements. Summarize in 2 to 3 sentences what you learned about peer pressure, and summarize in 2 to 3 sentences what you learned about peer influence. All right, I believe that is the end of the lesson. Hopefully you guys learned something, or hopefully this is a good review for everybody. And hopefully I will be seeing some of you guys soon.